Well, hello guys. Thank you for joining me today. Well, today you guys y'all know I'm working on my bariatric surgery, right? So I figure I could work a little bit on my prep and be ready ahead of time. One of my friends gave me a book, and I know that one part of the surgery afterwards you have to have liquid, pureed food, then you go to soft food. Now I don't know what amount of time, like how many weeks, but I thought I will prepare myself in advance. And good thing I read a little bit of what she had in my friend in her little book, because I think it said that one thing you're gonna focus on not having is corn and potatoes, which I done made 2 potatoes. So I'm gonna have to put this on my, before I go into surgery, chopped up meals. Cause you know I've been doing my prep. So I'll still prep those, but not for after surgery. And so look what I did. It looked like a little jungle, but you guys know I like clean stuff, you know? But look at this. So I got some cabbage. I got some greens I prepared. Some green beans, you know. Then I got some different mixed vegetables and everything. Some chicken broth, some fruit, etc. So I'm gonna sit here today and I'm going to, so I learned how to puree, whereas when you get it and you blend it down. So I'm gonna season it and everything. I was also reading how they wanted you to have at least, I think it said 90 proteins in a day. So I got these black beans, and I was on here reading about the black beans that each serving equals to 10 grams. So let's make sure. Where did I see that? Proteins, it equals to 10 grams of protein. And in this one bag, it says it's 10 servings. So I'm gonna cook the bag and then I'm gonna divide it. So if I got to do, if I'm reading that book right, if I have to do 90 in a day, let me make sure. Because I also bought labels, because I'm gonna make this stuff and I'm gonna freeze it in the freezer. So I bought me some little labels and everything. I'm gonna try to be ready. So if I get approved for my surgery, I wanna be ahead of the game. So in my friend book that she dropped by the other day, let's see. So you can have 1 egg, and an egg equals to 7. And I think it was saying the goal is to drink at least 6 to 8 cups of water in between meals. Also, you do not drink as you having your meal. You have your meal by yourself. You drink 30 minutes either before or 30 minutes after your meals. And so on here, it said, remember, you need a minimum of 80 grams of protein each day. So for instance, like those black beans, it says equals to what I said, 10 grams for 1 serving. Make it for sure. Don't need to guess when I got it right here, right? So equals to 10 grams of protein for 1 serving. So if my goal is to have at least 80 grams, I could probably put 2 servings in one, as far as gram wise, you know, to know that I got some type of protein. And that would be 20 grams of that type of protein. So I'm gonna figure it out because I got all these containers, as you see. So if I get it down right, I think I'm gonna get this crazy hair. If I did it down right, I'm gonna put maybe so many servings in a container, so when I thaw it out, I could kind of divide it and say I'm gonna eat this amount. And at the same time, if I made myself varieties, I won't get bored too. I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling. I never had the surgery before, so it's gonna be new to you and me. One thing too that they got on here that they try to do is like you could get 9 grams out of 4 ounces of yogurt. It says plain Greek yogurt, fat free. I don't know if I ever really had yogurt before. But I know for sure I could do eggs, I could do the tuna. And look like when they do the vegetables, it said about being mashed, overcooked. So I'm getting ready to get in here. I'm gonna boil up my vegetables, season it a little bit. One thing when I talked to my counselor, just to kind of see what some of this meant, she was saying that you could puree food down. Your focus is to have things without sugar, a lot of sugar. And I think she said no sugar and a little bit of fat, or not a lot of fat. So I'm just gonna make sure no sugar and put hardly no fat. Just enough to season this food, and then I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna puree it down. Cause you think about, you could probably do baby foods and baby jars. I'm just, sometimes you think about baby food, but I could make my own baby food that I already know that I would like it. So I'm excited. I got some, I don't know if you noticed, I also got some vegetable chicken broth in here because they're doing liquids. So I might, when I saute some of this stuff down, put a little bit of that liquid broth in there and blend that down into it. I could probably use some almond milk to blend some stuff down. I got that cabbage. I'm gonna blend some of that cabbage down and see what I come up with. Like I got the fresh greens already cut up in a bag. I just need to finish cooking everything and see what I got. So as I get going, I'm gonna kind of see how I want to do this. And so I'm gonna get my little labels and I'm gonna label, because at least 30 days worth of something to get myself ahead. And then I know eventually you move to soft foods. So some of the stuff, you know, for the future, I could do the same thing, but don't blend it as well. Blend it that it's soft and creamy, but I'm gonna blend the puree down to like it's really, really, really fine. That's my goal. So anyway, once I get all these containers filled, I will come back and let you guys know what I've done. So let's call this step 1. All right, guys, y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I had my grandkids for the weekend, and I did church online today. When I watched them on the second Saturday of the month, I watched church online on the second Sunday of the month, because it's like 4 of them. And I helped their mom out. And so I talked to my pastor a long time ago that I would do that. So it worked out. And so now that they're going home, I made dinner for my husband and our roommate. And they had a different dinner than what I'm going to have. But I'm going to have myself some lunch. And I'm going to get started. And I will be back. So this is part 1 of my journey as far as this pureeing. Okay? All right, love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me on the Sisters Trust.